What's popping while? Welcome back to another YouTube video, and today we are doing a other film review. First, before we start, we might notice that this isn't my voice. I have been very busy, and my voice has gone, so for now I will be using this voice, but these words are all mine. It is still all my own thoughts and opinions, just not my voice saying them. I once again apologize for the inconvenience, and with that out of the way, we can jump straight into the review. Today we are taking our last sex education lesson. It is a sad time as I really did enjoy this season. However, it's gradually gotten worse, and seeing what they have to offer in Season 4. The Netflix original comedy drama series Sex Education. It has a 8.210 on IMDb and 93% on Rotten Tomatoes. Socially awkward high school student Otis may not have much experience in the lovemaking department, but he gets good guidance on the topic in his personal sex ed course, Living with Mom Jean, who is a sex therapist. Being surrounded by manuals, videos, and tediously open conversations about sex, Otis has become a reluctant expert on the subject. When his classmates learn about his home life, Otis decides to use his insider knowledge to improve his status at school. So he teams with whip-smart bad girl Maeve to set up an underground sex therapy clinic to deal with their classmates' problems. But through his analysis of teenage sexuality, Otis realizes that he may need some therapy of his own. This final season is arguably the worst, I'm going to be honest. We see Maeve leave and come back from America, and then leave again. Making the will they won't they of Otis leave on a they're not together, something that they have been setting up for 4 seasons. Something that would have been so satisfying to see. But no, they have to show that people just sometimes aren't meant to be pissing me and many others off. It sees the cast going to a new school and not really developing any characters except Eric, who moves in with the popular people and drifts from Otis. Their friendship drifts apart this season because they don't have anything in common anymore. What? Their friendship was a core part to the show. They had chemistry again, showing the theme of sometimes people aren't always meant to be. It's so shit he also randomly decides to get visions from God. Ike man that don't really fit in the series theme. It's just so random and feels so out of place. The show has never had any divine intervention or godly spirits. It just doesn't fit a down-to-earth slice-of-life show. Yes, it helps tell the story of him learning to accept himself and not have to hide in front of the church. It was very powerful to see him stand up for himself and leave the church because he knew he would never be welcome. However, he did cheat on Adam, who has the most random side quest of learning to ride horses. It didn't feel like a nice send-off for the characters. It felt so out of place, and like it had no direction for the final, or where it wanted the characters to go. It's the final season, and it adds so many new characters to the show that it takes away from the original cast. It takes focus away from them. It also isn't as funny. We lose most of the comedy of the show. Cal goes missing because they don't know how to feel about themselves, and they feel like they aren't accepted, but the whole school rallies together to find them. It's a nice story to show that everyone does care and they are welcomed. It gives a much more diverse representation, but it just feels like a watered-down Season 1 as it tries to replicate the lightning in a bottle we once had. Otis is trying to be the sex therapist of the new school, but there is already one at the school starting his drama and story of the season. Again, exactly what he tried to do in Season 1 New School and be a sex therapist. It's boring, it's repetitive, it's not a nice full circle moment, it's a boring story we have already seen. It doesn't develop his story and makes him seem like a dickhead. It's an awful thing and makes the viewers hate him as a character. It's just sad. There are no good ideas this season. We have some long-distance relationship advice, but it doesn't end well as it leads to all sorts of problems with Otis. There is no enjoyment with this season, and I almost dropped it countless times, but I always finish. I pushed through and it wasn't worth it. This was the worst season, and I cannot pick one good thing that came from it. It massacred a good show and ruined some of my favorite characters. I put so much time into this show, and the way they ended it didn't feel rewarding or worth my time. It was slow and it dragged on. This is the worst season of Sex Education, and I wouldn't want to watch it again. It's a sad 5/10 for what was once a good series. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Other than that, I think that wrapped it up, and I'll see you all in the next one. Have a nice day, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay home and stay safe. What's popping while? Welcome back to another YouTube video, and today we are doing a other film review. First, before we start, we might notice that this isn't my voice. I have been very busy, and my voice has gone, so for now I will be using this voice, but these words are all mine. It is still all my own thoughts and opinions, just not my voice saying them. I once again apologize for the inconvenience,